पेरेंट्स थे उनकी आंखों में आंसू थे एंड दे वर स्माइलिंग पता नहीं हमें लगा कि शायद हम लोग यहीं पे मर जाएंगे, वी वोंट बी एबल टू गो बैक टू आवर होम्स और जिंदगी वापस कभी नॉर्मल नहीं हो पाएगी। जब मैं बसेस निकालता हूँ वहाँ बहुत सारे लोग जो अलग अलग शहरों में जाने वाले होते हैं वो खड़े होते हैं, दे कम टू यू कि सर हमें बस में चढ़ा दो कैसे भी। लक्ष्य है कि जब तक आखिरी माइग्रेंट को हम लोग घर तक नहीं छोड़ के आएंगे हम लोग ये जंग है छोड़ेंगे नहीं।
Sonu, wonderful having you with us on Bollywood Hungama.
Always a pleasure, my brother, my handsome brother. Thank you so much.
Bro, right now nothing matters. No handsome, nothing. I think the quality of your heart, the way you've been doing what you've been doing, it's mind blowing.
Thank you so much.
Where are you getting this drive from? It's because it's not easy getting all the permissions and logistics. It is not easy. And then this disease.
We all were not prepared for this. We never actually realized that we are going to get locked down in our houses and nothing to do and what exactly will in the times to come. But then we saw those visuals of millions of migrants walking on the highway, losing their lives in all these accidents. And I realized that, guys, these are the people who actually build our homes. These are the ones who, build our offices, the roads that we, commute on. And, we have just let them walk back to the villages. You have the little kids, the elders, they're walking with them. And imagine when they grow up, what kind of memories they'll grow up with. कि मैं चला जा रहा था, मेरे मदर फादर थे, उनको तकलीफें थी, no one was there to help them, and they'll grow with those memories, and those memories will stay with them forever. So मुझे लगा कि कुछ ना कुछ करना चाहिए. We had these food distribution, right? Almost 40-45,000 लोगों को हम लोग हर रोज दे रहे थे खाना. तो यहाँ पर थाना के पास हम जहाँ पे माइग्रेंट चल रहे थे, वहाँ पे कलवा चौक पे मैंने परमिशन ली थी कि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे फ्रूट्स और इन सबको देते रहे. तो then there was a family walking, कर्नाटका के लोग थे, मेरी दोस्त ने साथ में ली थी. हम लोग सब खाने की ड्राइव कर रहे थे, तो हम दोनों खड़े थे. हमने बोला कि इससे पूछते हैं कि शायद हम इनकी हेल्प कर पाए. तो मैं छोटी सी बच्ची थी, हमने उनको बुलाया एंड वी सेड कि आप कहाँ जा रहे हैं? बोले कि कर्नाटका जा रहे हैं, ऑलमोस्ट 700 किलोमीटर यहाँ से, तो पहुंच जाएंगे हम लोग कुछ दिनों में. सो मैंने बोला कि कैन आई गेट दोस परमिशंस फॉर यू और कैन आई अरेंज सम बस फॉर यू कि आप सब लोग चले जाएं साथ में. They said कि नहीं, कोई परमिशंस कुछ नहीं होगी, we just want to go like this and देखा जाएगा क्या. So I said just give me one day. मैं आपको 1 या 2 दिन के अंदर परमिशन ला के देता हूँ, अगर नहीं हुआ तो उसके बाद चले जाना. Somehow I was able to convince them, वो लोग रुक गए. And फरीदून मैंने हर यहाँ पे डिपार्टमेंट से लेके हर कर्नाटका सरकार में सब जगह बातें करके I got those permissions और लेकर फिर मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम 350 जो माइग्रेंट्स कर्नाटका के वो लोग गए. और जब मैं उन्हें सी ऑफ करने गया तो the kids were enjoying that बस ड्राइव जो शुरू होने वाली थी, राइट. और उसके बाद जो पेरेंट्स थे उनकी आंखों में आंसू थे एंड दे वर स्माइलिंग. पता नहीं हमें लगा कि शायद हम लोग यहीं पे मर जाएंगे, वी वोंट बी एबल टू गो बैक टू आवर होम्स और जिंदगी वापस कभी नॉर्मल नहीं हो पाएगी. और फिर वो चले गए. बट दैट लाइन स्टेड विद मी फॉरएवर कि ये तो 350 लोग हैं जिनको मैं भेज पाया, जिन लोगों से मिला, बट ऐसे लाखों लोग हैं पूरे देश में फंसे हुए जिनको भेजना है हमें. Then I started working on different levels. सब सरकारों से परमिशंस, बिहार, उत्तर प्रदेश, झारखंड, उड़ीसा, सब लोगों से मैंने गवर्नमेंट से और परमिशंस बंद थी. बिहार के अंदर आने नहीं दे रहे थे लोग, उत्तर प्रदेश में आने नहीं दे रहे थे लोग, जाते थे बॉर्डर्स पे रोक दिया जाता था, एमपी बॉर्डर पे जब जाते थे. तो मैंने फिर सब सरकारों से परमिशंस निकलवाई, उनकी अरेंज की, उनके लिए बस ट्रांसपोर्ट अरेंज की, उनकी परमिशंस ली. और फिर फाइनली व्हेन पीपल स्टार्टेड गोइंग टू दीज स्टेट्स, मुझे लगा कि फाइनली माय जॉब इज डन एंड लॉट्स टू डू. आई नो बहुत सारे लोग अभी मुझे ऑलमोस्ट 40 to 50,000 मैसेजेस और मेल्स और हर जगह आते रहते हैं, तो हमारी पूरी टीम अभी लगी हुई है उस चीज को संवारने में. बट या इट वाज अ टास्क.
All right, so the best part is that you're making it sound so simple, but the fact is it is not. I'll just give you like brief points where I think people who are watching, they should know all across the world that it's very complicated. It's not as simple the way you made it out to be. First of all, the disease factor is there. You yourself are there at the forefront. You're monitoring everything personally. Your engineering background is coming in handy because you're organizing things wonderfully. You're arranging for food packets and all the logistics of water and everything. At the same time, in all the buses, apparently, if the capacity is 55, you're making sure that the social distancing is being taken care of, and like 25 passengers are going in one bus. So that thing is there. You're taking care of their medical checks. So the apprehensions that the Karnataka government may be having, because a lot of cases are coming in Maharashtra, and you're making sure that the medical checks are being taken care of as well. So there are a lot of effort which are going in. It's not simple, because if it goes wrong, God forbid, there can be repercussions as well. So my belief is that it requires, I think, like, a man of steel, like nerves of steel to just undertake something like this, because it must be nerve wracking. बहुत से layers हैं, सारे processes के बहुत से layers हैं.
मैं आपको क्या बताऊं, there's जब किसी एक इंसान को बाहर जाना है तो उसके मेडिकल्स होते हैं, फिर उसके बाद लोकल पुलिस से उसको परमिशन मिलता है, वहां से उसकी फाइल पास होके डीसीपी ऑफिस जाती है, वहां डीसीपी ऑफिस के बाद वो जिस डिस्ट्रिक्ट में जाना चाहता है उसके डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट के पास जाती है, वहां से फाइल एडीएम के पास जाती है, वो अप्रूव होती है, फिर वापस डीएम के पास आती है, फिर वापस स्टेट के डीसीपी के पास जाती है, वो अप्रूवल देता है, फिर वो पुलिस वाले आपके लोकल पुलिस स्टेशन में जाती है. प्रोसेस इतना है कि कहीं भी अगर अटक गया तब तक जो माइग्रेंट है ही वॉक टू हिज नेटिव, तो उसको फास्ट करना, उसको प्रॉपर करना, ये लाइक यू सेड प्रोसेस तो है ही जो आपने बताया, बस उसको सैनिटाइज करना पड़ता है. हम लोग खुद जाके पर्सनली देखता हूँ, मास्क सबके पास है, सबने पहने नहीं पहने, तो एक प्रोसेस. और आप कितना भी चाहे कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते. जब मैं सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत आती है जब मैं बसेस निकालता हूँ, वहाँ बहुत सारे लोग जो अलग अलग शहरों में जाने वाले होते हैं, वो खड़े होते हैं, दे कम टू यू कि सर हमें बस में चढ़ा दो, कैसे भी. उनका नंबर नहीं है, बिकॉज दे हैव कॉल्ड. आज अगर 1200 या 1500 लोग उनकी लिस्ट बनी हुई है, कॉल्ड ऑल ऑफ देम. So then another 800, 1000 will come with them, because they know that the bus is going to their native. They said we'll find a place, कहीं घुस जाएंगे, लेट जाएंगे, जमीन पे बैठ जाएंगे, छत पे बैठ जाएंगे. So they are begging me कि सोनू भाई हमें भी आप भिजवा दो इस बस के अंदर, we are struggling to go back. And then we get their list, और हम बोलते हैं कि आप 2 दिन रुको, मैं आपके लिए भी लेके आता हूँ. It's a process 24/7. मेरी पूरी परिवार इसमें लगा. My wife सोनाली जी वो लिस्ट बनाने लग जाती है, मैं उसको बोलता हूँ कि ये तू संभाल, गोरखपुर तू संभाल, मैं इतना निशान में बोलता हूँ, यूपी का लखनऊ बस्ती का तू संभाल. माय फ्रेंड नीति जो है वो मुझे दिन में 20-25 दफा फोन होते हैं कि सोनू यार वहां से यहाँ पे इतने लोगों की डिमांड आ रही है, उनको कैसे भेजे, उड़ीसा जाना, उसकी परमिशन का लाइन अप कर. देन आई कॉल देम अप. मेरी जो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी टीम है उसके करीबन 10-12 लोग जो है पंकज जाली साहब है, हर्ष सब, वो पागलों की तरह डे नाइट उनकी आंखों के नीचे डार्क सर्कल आ गए. सारा दिन वो लोग लिस्टिंग बनाने में, इनको कोऑर्डिनेशन करने में, चढ़ाने में पागल हो चुके हैं सब लोग. बट एक जुनून है, एक लक्ष्य है कि जब तक आखिरी माइग्रेंट को हम लोग घर तक नहीं छोड़ के आएंगे, हम लोग ये जंग है छोड़ेंगे.
You've called it as the finest moment of your life. Why do you say that?
I would say कि मैं जब कॉलेज में पढ़ता था मोगा में पंजाब में, तब एक इंजीनियर बनना एक बहुत बड़ा सपना था. मदर फादर ने बोला कि यार इंजीनियर बनने लगा कि बहुत बड़ा achievement की लाइफ में. Then we thought कि एक्टर बनना है. Then we came to Mumbai to do acting. We did well for ourselves. बहुत आशाओं में काम भी किया. But then after experiencing this in my life, I would say this is kind of I would say the most special moment in my life, because I see every single day those faces, those families who want to get reunited with their families, who are not sure whether they'll be alive to see their homes, and when you get them homes, and when they send you those pictures, those videos thanking you, I think there can't be anything more beautiful than that, and can't be more satisfying than that. मैं रात को 3:30-4 o'clock में उठता हूँ, मैं फटाफट देखता हूँ ट्विटर को, किसी का मैसेज ऐसा छुप तो नहीं गया मैसेज, which who's a needy who wants to go somewhere, और मेरे हाथ से वो मिस हो गया, फिर मैं उसको नोट करता हूँ, मैं फॉलो अप करता हूँ सब लोगों के साथ. सो मुझे लगता है कि शायद मैं मुंबई इसी के लिए आया. एक्टिंग बहुत किया, अभी भी बहुत करूंगा, अभी भी कर ही रहा हूँ. आई एम थैंकफुल टू गॉड कि the Almighty chose me as a tool to finally do it, and I have to deliver the best.
General consensus is, universal consensus is that people don't want to see you in the role of villain anymore. You're the real life hero. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, a lot of I mean, I saw those images. किसी ने बोला कि अगर हमारे भाई को आज के बाद किसी हीरो ने लगाया है तो भवानी कसम मैं थिएटर में आग लगा दूंगा. So all those kind of things are there, which is nice. But like I said, जिंदगी में मोड़ हमेशा आते हैं आपके, फिर नए रास्ते शुरू होते हैं. When I came to this city, I never knew a single soul, but finally I met people and made friends, and a lot of things happened in life. And I'm sure, this will also be something new for me, something which will open some new fronts, but that's not important. What's important is what I wanted to do in my life. I did. I wake up every morning to get more people back home, which is the biggest reward. That's the biggest moment of my life. So rest all is will be there, will happen when it's meant to. But I think I'm pretty happy with what's happening around now.
Right. You know, what is happening in the last few, at least a couple of months, is that because of this disease, it has come to light that relatives, they're not they're not touching the bodies of their near ones once they die because of this disease. That is a sort of taboo that is there. What you are doing is that you are rising above everything else. The way you are helping out people, irrespective of their religion, their caste, their creed, this idea of humanity, the way you are just espousing for, is simply brilliant. And in many ways, the way I've known you, that you've always believed in being like an Indian first, more than anything else. And you are setting an amazing example of what being an Indian is all about. You know, I'm still finding it baffling because I've known you for a very long time. I never knew that I know such a fine human being. You know, I really, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm feeling goose pimples, honestly speaking.
Thank you. You're very kind.
No, I'm not being kind. There are a lot of people, there are millions of people who have similar thoughts, honestly.
You know, I remember, my mom once said, you consider yourself successful only if you can help someone. And I think this was the moment. I've almost lived with migrants all these days. I've interacted with thousands, and I'm still interacting. My phone, I keep on, I have to shut every time the phone rings in between. There are all those people who want to go back to their homes, their stories. They sometimes cry speaking to you, and you said, "Don't worry, yaar, मैं वहाँ पे आपको मिलता हूँ, मैं वहाँ पे लोगों को भेजता हूँ, वहाँ से आपको उठवाता हूँ." And not only Maharashtra, in all different parts, people are stuck in Kerala, in Tamil Nadu, in Orissa, and speaking to those people, those officials, कि मुझे इनको कैसे निकालना है बाहर वहाँ पे. It's so satisfying कि मैं जब खाना भी खाता हूँ, कि बार मेरी फैमिली वाले बैठे होते तो भी मैं फोन पे लगाता हूँ कि यार इसको उधर भेज, तमिलनाडु से उसको यहाँ पे बुला. So the best part is कि अक्सर जब हम काम करते हुए परिवार के साथ हम लोग बैठते हैं, they always people complain कि यार अपना काम छोड़ देना और करो. My family has been so supportive. They said कि यार नहीं, this is more important. कोई बात नहीं, आप करो, we'll wait, or you have to do this. This is something that I can't put in words, but I would say this was so important to happen. नहीं तो जो हजारों लोग, more than 12,000 people had already sent, almost 40 to 45,000 की list already है जो हमारे टारगेट कर रहे हैं हमारे पास. And अगर हम लोग सब कामयाब हो गए लोगों को घर पहुंचाने के लिए, मैं इतना बोलता हूँ कि लाखों लोग, एक फैमिली में 4 से 5 लोग होते हैं, लाखों लोग जो हैं उनके चेहरे पे हम लोग स्माइल लेके आएंगे. And I think that's I have no words to put in what I feel about it.
And what is happening with what you're doing is that there are a lot of people who are disillusioned because maybe they don't know what to do. They don't feel that they're being taken care of. The fact that you in Maharashtra, you are making sure that they reach their homes. So tomorrow, these people, they would want to maybe come back to Mumbai and work once again, as you've been saying that they work for us. They make our buildings. They do so much for us, and we need to have gratitude for them. So that level of trust that you are giving to them, that yes, there is someone who has done something for us. That is something which is priceless. It can't be measured in mere. It can't be measured anyhow.
Very true. Whenever I go and meet them and I see them, I always ask कि वापस तो आओगे ना वापस? They said, yeah, of course I will come back and all. कई बार कुछ लोग ऐसे भी मेरे को बोले कि नहीं सर, हम लोग कभी पता नहीं आएंगे नहीं आएंगे, तो मैं उनसे हमेशा वादा लेता हूँ कि बॉस, these were your dreams when you came to the city. एक मुझे याद है कि एक एक्टर था मनीष, वो कई दिन से रोड्स पे सो रहा था, फिर कहीं से उसने ट्विटर पे मुझे मैसेज किया, मैंने उसको ढूंढ के निकाल के भेज दिया, उसने घर से अपने पिक्चर्स भेजी. तो मैं उससे एक वादा लिया, मैं कि when you came to the city, you had dreams of becoming an actor. Now you're sleeping on the roads. And now finally you have gone back. He said, sir, मैं शायद अगर आप मुझे नहीं मिलते मैं वापस नहीं आता, but I'll definitely come. All those people, those plumbers, those barbers, a lot of people, they've gone. They all promised me, and they have such a warm smile on their faces. They said, we are going to come back because we know that there's someone who had trust in us, that okay, we will be able to reach to our homes. And I think that was very important to have that personal touch and personal connection, which I'm blessed to have made with them.
I'm loving your tweets right now, and what you're doing is that people are in distress, and the way you're telling them that 2 दिन में तू अपने माँ के साथ में खाना खाएगा, तू अपने परिवार के साथ में होगा, और परेशान मत हो, मतलब मैं हूँ यहाँ पर. वो जो आपके जो tweets हैं, the way you are talking to people on a personalized manner, but it is you're not talking merely to them. I'm sure you're talking to a lot of other people who are distressed right now. And I don't know where you're getting this from, but I must say this is incredible. And you started off right after this pandemic started, and you opened your hotel for the paramedics. You're actually doing what, rather than merely talking about things, which is beautiful. So how did it all start when you opened your hotel in Juhu for paramedics? How was your experience then? Because I'm sure that this entire journey must have started over there.
Yeah, we had seen a lot of videos on social media where societies were not letting doctors enter their societies, or those nurses, those paramedical staff, and all. They were really troubled by their neighbors. So I realized actually these are the people who are going to act like a wall between a normal man and this virus. And if we don't treat them well, we are going to lose this battle. So I had a place in Juhu, and I said, why not give all to them, and they can come, rest, eat, get freshened up, and go back to their duties. And finally, I think that also got everyone to know that these people are so important. We can't ignore them. We can't just say that okay, we have Corona has come, and we know that these people will be affected, because they are affected. They will get infected because they are on the field trying to protect you, trying to save you. You can't ignore them. So I felt that was very important, and I'm glad that after that the whole not because of this, but otherwise the whole focus shifted that these are the people who need to be really taken care of.
So Sonu, as I told you, so I posted a few of your pictures and videos on my Facebook and even Twitter. So there were many retweets, but on Facebook I was shocked that there are more than 8,500 shares of that post, and the way people are sharing it and commenting it across the board. Because we live in rather polarized times right now. People either are pro or are against, but everyone is having unanimously only one opinion about what you're doing. They trust you, and they are super happy with what you're doing. So let me take a few comments that people have been posting. This is Rajesh Babu, and he's saying that nation is proud of you. Your team and you are a great human being. Values humanity to serve your brothers and sisters and kids. Jai Hind, God bless your team and you. Stay safe and blessed. Rajesh Babu.
Rajesh Babu, thank you so much. I think these words, these encouraging lines, are actually the boosters for us. When we wake up and there are thousands waiting for your call to happen. So I think these lines make us, I would say, keep us on our toes. That boss, just go ahead and just make this happen. So thank you so much for all the love that has been you've been showering on us.
Okay, this is Tanuja Bhattacharya. She's an actress. So she's saying Sonu Sood is doing such a great work. The most importantly, he's earning love, respect, and blessings for his entire life and for his family. A big salute to him. So what is happening is that people generally have certain opinions about movie stars, and that they just they're stars and heroes only on in the movies on the big screen, but maybe in real life they don't do much work. But the way you've been doing what you're doing, your neighbors have been talking about the way how you're helping out the stray dogs and animals, because no one is taking care of them right now. Many a time we hear stories of neighbors of movie stars not having good things to say about them. So in a way, you're doing, I think, a great service to the film industry, that people, the opinion of people across the board, it is changing, that the film industry, they're as humanitarian and they're as wonderful as a lot of other people. And Sonu Sood is an example of that.
So I would say film industry always came forward to help people whenever they needed. I remember, I got a call from a few actors, few colleagues, I won't name them, but they said, Sonu, we did a lot in our lives here, which got so many awards, but what you have done is, it's something that will stay forever, especially for our industry. It's such a big thing that you've done. You have changed the whole perspective, how the people are going to look on us. So I think that was very sweet of my colleague to say that. And people ask me that how you plan to do all these things. I never plan anything. I just get those instincts that I have to do it, and I just call those people, and randomly I just pick up a call and I'll make that thing happen, and it happens. So somehow I would say God's been kind. That only I can say. I never thought that this is going to happen, but I'm happy that I'm able to bring a lot of smiles on many faces.
So, talking about the film industry, Ajay Devgan has tweeted to you that the sensitive nature of the work that you're doing with sending migrant workers back to their home safely is exemplary. More strength to you, Sonu.
Ajay has been very kind. He's a guy who's been doing lots for the society. When we talk about BMC or Mumbai Police, he's always been spreading very positive messages across it. And he's been a colleague. We have worked in a couple of films together. So nice of him. Thank you so much, Ajay for always recognizing, what little we do.
And Sanjay Gupta is saying that Akshay Kumar should be playing Sonu Sood in a movie, and he wants your rights.
I replied him back, like, yeah, you can get the rights, but no way, I'm going to play myself.
This is Jafar Akram. He's the real hero in the Bollywood industry. He deserves to be respected and honored. A huge salute to you, sir. Kareem Mohammad Riyaz is saying he's just not an actor. He's really a hero. Personality se to ab character se bhi. Respect, love, dua, and lot for you, bro.
These are the words for you. जिसके लिए हम लोग शायद इस शहर में आए थे. हम लोग रोज मेहनत करते हैं, काम करते हैं. We do movies, we do a lot of things in life. But when you touch that chord, which happens, I would say, if you are lucky enough in any profession, if you're able to touch that chord forever. So I think that your job is done. I feel it was worth all the struggle, all the years that you have given in your profession. So I think I'm trying to do that, and hopefully, I know it's a long journey, but I'll make that happen.
All right, and apparently you told Barkha that you fed a lot of people in Ramzan.
During Ramzan, a lot of people, we were having that food drive. A lot of food was being distributed. Then Ramzan was coming, so a lot of people from different areas, they had approached that Ramzan was coming, and they were not sure whether they'll be able to get the food or not, whether the Ramzan will be okay for them. So don't worry, I think everything will be lined up and everything will come, and we were able to send whatever they wanted during that festival, and I'm glad that I also celebrated Ramzan with them through this.
You've also said in an interview that all the people who are getting inspired from you, what they can contribute is that everyone, if they can maybe feed 5 people, or like maybe their watchmen or the security men or people around them, I think the job will be done if they can maybe make a couple of more extra chapatis, or if they can feed a few people around them, the job is done. You mentioned in one of the interviews.
Yeah, of course. Imagine, there are millions of people, who are doing well for themselves, to a certain extent. But you'll have another million who need that helping hand, who need that little care, little gesture from you. We come up in the building and watchmen salute you every day. They stand up for you, for every person who enters the building. But maybe if you send some tea, some biscuits for you, some food, some special dish that you have made in the house, so that will be the most special thing you can do for them. It's a small gesture, but I feel that everyone has to do it. Every family, you can pass that to your children also. When the parents do that, kids also see that, okay, my mom and dad are doing something good. So this is how it will spread, and I feel that everyone has to do it and make a point. It has to happen.
What would you like to tell people who are watching this, that why is it important not to waste food? Because since you've been distributing food, I'm sure that it's very important not to waste food.
No, food is something we really, most of the people during this pandemic must have realized the real importance of food. They wasted foods in the hotels, restaurants, and we go. We have thrown food. When our the newer generation eat food, they leave a lot of food in the plates also. But I feel this lesson that the whole world has experienced is they have taught so many values that how important food is to you, how important the relationships are for you, how important the time is for you. We always used to have a breakfast in the car, running, talking, and now you imagine everything is running the same, and you have all the time in the world. You're sitting at home doing nothing. So that means the priorities that we had set in our lives were different, and we ignored lots of important things in our lives. मैं एक बड़ी अच्छी चीज आपको इस पे कहना चाहूँगा. मैं कोरोना को बुरा नहीं मानता. मैं कहता हूँ अच्छा हुआ है वो. We took things for granted in our life. We thought यार सब चलता है ना यार, क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार. अच्छा हुआ है यार. आपको लगता है कि अगर कहीं भगवान कहीं से ऊपर आता है और सबको बोलता है कि बॉस आप सब मिलकर रहो, आप सब एक हो, आप लोगों को प्यार से रहना है, आपको एक दूसरे को खाना खिलाना है, आपको कोई नहीं मानता. Even if the God would have come, no one would have listened to the God. Yeah. But who taught a virus जिसको आप देख नहीं सकते? That virus came to us, which was very important. It came, और उसने सब बंद कर दिया, उसने सब शॉपिंग मॉल्स बंद कर दिए, थिएटर्स बंद कर दिए, आपके इंस्टीट्यूट्स बंद कर दिए, आपके स्कूल्स बंद कर दिए, कॉलेजेस बंद कर दिए, आपके ऑफिसेस बंद कर दिए. जिसके पास समय नहीं था उसके पास सिर्फ समय दिया to get introduced to yourself कि आप क्या हो, आप क्या करने आए थे, आप क्या कर रहे हो. So I feel अगर आप इस टीचर से, मैं कहूँगा जो वायरस है कोरोना, is the best teacher anyone can get in life. If you haven't learned from this teacher, आप कभी जिंदगी में नहीं सीख पाओगे. So your lesson, what we are learning every single day sitting in our homes, it has to stay with you forever, and it has to pass it on to the next generation and to the next always. Right. And Chef Vikas Khanna has named a dish on Moga. That is your hometown. Oh, Vikas is a great guy. He's a super, human being, a genuine. I would say I'm really proud of him. The way he has achieved so much of names from Amritsar. When he told me that he has got a dish named on me, Moga. I remember when he came to the city, I used to tell कि Moga कहाँ है? लुधियाना के पास है, अमृतसर से 90 किलोमीटर से वहाँ जाना पड़ता है. पता नहीं था Moga किधर है. No, everyone says कि Moga अच्छा Sonu Sood वाला Moga, हाँ हम जानते हैं कहाँ वो. फिरोजपुर उसके पास है Moga के पास. So I think Moga has got its recognition, its due. Finally, a lot of people from Moga called me कि boss साहब ने Moga का नाम रोशन कर दिया. So I feel कि शायद अच्छा, and thanks to Vikas, whenever people will order that dish Moga, they'll always remember me for that. Okay, we'll quickly take a few more quick comments that people have been posting. This is Mariam Sarvat. It is very good that he himself is present there to ensure everything is going on smoothly. Ashish Majitia is saying, भाई ने एक ही दिल था, वो जीत लिया, लाजवाब. अब ये सिर्फ real hero नहीं, real hero हैं. Dr. Anusha Sharma is saying, I like to watch your interviews over the internet, but today that you have shown us is real humanity. Sonu Sood, long live India, long live. Namrata is saying it takes a lot of hard work and golden heart to come to ground level and help and each and everyone. So unanimously, people are having this opinion that the fact that you're actually going there, it's dangerous as well. I hope that you're taking proper precautions. That is something that people are stunned with. They are extremely, this, and I'm repeatedly saying this, ये जो humanity में जो विश्वास जो आपने पैदा किया है, it's beautiful. All I can say is beautiful. I might sound repetitive. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि जब तक आप किसी की नब्ज नहीं पकड़ोगे, आपको उसका बुखार पता नहीं चलेगा कितने. तो वो नब्ज पकड़नी बहुत जरूरी थी. Until you don't go, they'll just say कि यार हाँ चल गए हम लोग चले गए. But when you go and make sure that the food is there for them, the water is there for them, the fruits are there for them. They're going to travel for 2 days. It's properly sanitized. They're having masks. That's every proper security has been taken care. So that's the time when we make sure, okay, boss, आपने बहुत efforts डाली permissions देने में, arrangement करने में, transport के, वो सब कुछ किया आपने. But you have made sure कि जिसके लिए वो efforts डाली हुई, वो सही ढंग से, सही तरीके से जा रहा है. So that's why I make sure that everyone is there and कहीं कोई रह ना जाए पीछे. So just trying to do our bit and I hope कि सब ठीक ठाक जाए. Finally, I'm sure कि आपको इतनी दुआएं मिली हैं, तो आपका जो career है वो तो खैर बहुत ही बढ़िया होने वाला है. इसमें कोई doubt नहीं है. Already you had a phenomenal career, and from here on, I think because of the prayers, you're going to be like on the very, very top. But apart from your film career, what is your mission in life now? There's no mission actually. I never thought कि मैं जिंदगी में वो कर दूंगा, ये कर दूंगा. आप अपने आप अपने आप से हमेशा झूठ बोलते रहते हैं because आप अपने goals तो set कर सकते हैं, but आपको पता नहीं कि वो पूरे होंगे नहीं होंगे. आप सिर्फ उसके लिए मेहनत करते हैं. So मेरा एक मिशन नहीं था कि मैं कभी आकर migrants की help करूँगा. मुझे पता भी नहीं था कि मैं कर सकता हूँ, whether I'll be able to do it or not. But when you actually get into it, then you know all the ways to swim across. तो मैंने सीखा, मैंने सबसे बात की, मैंने relations बनाए, मैंने सब कुछ किया. Mission कुछ नहीं है. मुझे लगता है कि God's been really kind to guide me always whatever I've done in my life. और ऐसे ही वो guide करता रहे, चलते रहेंगे आगे. सफर लंबा है, but जब तक सही हाथ आपको थामा रहे, तो I think रास्ता आपका भी भटक नहीं सकता. Wow. All right, so thank you very much. I think there's a boy who has written some lines for you. He tweeted today, and I think you have shared that as well. So I think this will continue. So Sonu Sood, thank you very much for your time. I understand that you're very, very busy with you doing some great work. But thank you very much for talking to Bollywood Hungama, and please continue the amazing, inspiring work. And
as I said in the beginning, it's a privilege to know you. It's truly a privilege to know you.
Thank you so much, Faridoon. You've always been very kind, encouraging, and all I can say is, man, you're a rock star. Love you, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Love you too. Love you.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.